Dear students, today in this session we shall discuss the selection methods of a part. That is, what method we need to select to manufacture a given three-dimensional model. So till now we have studied different manufacturing processes or different processes used for manufacturing a three-dimensional model, and also we have also studied some post processing technique also. So after manufacturing we have to do some post processing techniques. So now today in this session we'll discuss how to select which part or which method to be used for manufacturing, or what is the condition. Today we shall see that. So the selection method, it is based on three important points. First one is the decision theory, next is approaches to determining feasibility, and approaches to selection. So we shall see what it is this in detail. So in decision theory, so we need to decide on some factors. So there are three elements. One is options, and what are all the options we are available. So what are the options available for manufacturing, which are the different manufacturing methods available. So that are the options available. And second one is expectations. So expectation is the outcome of the product which is to be manufactured. So what is the outcome, how the manufactured product should be should look like. So we have to think about that expectation, that is final result of the product. And preferences, that is how the decision maker values each outcome, that is for what process we will give much importance, what is the method we are going to adopt, what are the basic requirements or facilities we have in our facility. So these are all the preferences we have to take into consideration, and then we have to select the methods. Next one is approaches to determining feasibility. So identifying suitable materials and AM machines to fabricate part is complex. So identifying any material and machine to manufacture a three-dimensional model is very difficult. So we need to have some basic criteria or conditions. So based on that conditions or criteria, we can select the method to manufacture and the material required. For each application, one should consider the suitability of materials, that is the availability of materials, the surface texture, the hardness of the three-dimensional model, the process to be manufactured, its mechanical strength. Like this we need to consider various parameters uh, before selecting any method for manufacturing a three-dimensional model. In order to solve additive manufacturing machine and process chain selection problems, one must navigate wide variety of materials and machines. So before proceeding with any process, we need to estimate, or we need to discuss all the process and materials available. So we have to compare needs to their capabilities. So we have to compare all the machines, and we have to check their capacities while ensuring that the most up-to-date information is available. So if we compare, we will come to know which machine is better, what is the most suitable method to be employed to manufacture. So like this we will come to know when we are comparing the process of manufacturing which are available in the facilities. So next is approaches to selection. So most aid the selection in a qualitative manner. So the selection process is usually carried out in qualitative manner. Several methods have been developed in academics are based on large literature on decision theory. So there are many methods developed. So they are mainly developed based on the research or literature what we will do. So in project, I hope you might have seen the literature survey. So that is also similar to the process. So before conducting a project, you will do the literature survey. So what is the work that has been conducted in the selected criteria or selected area of research. So I am doing some project on some field. So in that field I am checking what are all the work that has been done till now. So I am doing literature survey, I am doing survey on what are the work that has been carried out. So that is what literature. Here also we will do the same thing. And decision theories, we will decide after doing literature survey. We will come to know that the most suitable method, suitable procedure to be employed. So the standard selection decision support problem, it is also called as SDSP, has been applied to many engineering problems and has recently been applied to additive manufacturing selection. So this has been applied to many engineering problems. They are applying SDSP to engineering problems and have been applied to additive manufacturing process selection also they are applying. So the word formulation of the standard SDSP as shown below. So SDSP flow is shown here. First one is given. So set of VM process, machines and materials. So what are all the additive manufacturing machine and process that are available in our facility. So next we have to identify or evaluate the attributes, create scale and determine the importance. So we need to evaluate and we need to check for the importance of the process which is the most desirable. Next is rate, each alternative relative to each attribute. So rate is by what percentage or by what criteria one machine is better than the other. So like this we have to rate the machines and their performance. So next is rank, that is additive manufacturing methods from most to least promising. That is the method which has the most promising quality. We have to categorize or we have to rank the machines starting from the additive manufacturing machines which are most promising quality to the least promising quality. That is the machines which manufacture the products with very high quality to going up to the machines which are manufacturing the components by very low quantity. So if we make rank and if we categorize, we will come to know the process which have to be selected. So next, challenges of selection. So while selecting there will be some challenges encountered. An example of capital investment decision related to the application of metal additive manufacturing processes to the production manufacture of steel caster wheel. So an example of capital investment decision related to application of metal process to the production steel of caster steel wheel. So a scenario, this is a scenario, there is a live example. The caster wheel manufacturer is attempting to select an additive manufacturing method or machine that can be used for production of its small custom orders. That is the orders he is getting and he need to manufacture the three-dimensional model. Now he has to select which additive manufacturing method is most suitable. So he has to manufacture steel caster wheels. So it is infeasible to stock all combinations of wheels that they want to offer. Thus they need to produce these quickly while keeping the price down for the customer. So the main catch or main criteria for him is he need to manufacture the model for customer for low price, as low as possible, and the quality of the product also it should be good. So this is what the criteria or catch he has. So now he has to select the most desirable additive manufacturing method or machine required for manufacturing a three-dimensional model. So applications, there are many applications of additive manufacturing. Some of the applications we have already discussed. So functional models are models used for specific purposes, for trial and error, or for some doing prototype. Like these type of models we can apply additive manufacturing method for manufacturing. Patterns for investment and vacuum casting. So we already discussed this. For manufacturing a three-dimensional model by metal casting process, we will initially manufacture the patterns or die by using additive manufacturing method. So we will use this die or patterns to manufacture the real metallic components. Next is medical models. Some medical equipments are also manufactured by additive manufacturing method. Art models is antique models which are um, used for display purposes, also manufactured by additive manufacturing method. Next is engineering analysis models. So if we are doing any test and conduction of experiment on any model or prototype, so we will manufacture that component on by additive manufacturing method, because the actual product which is manufactured and the product which is manufactured by additive manufacturing method, so they both have uh, feasibility of up to 95%. That is, they both are similar up to 95%. So any load conditions we can test on this prototype which is manufactured by additive manufacturing method. Rapid tooling, rapid tooling or rapid prototyping, this is method in which the some equipments or tools are also manufactured. New materials development, that is, if any industry or any organization is intended to manufacture a new materials, so then in that case they use additive manufacturing method for manufacturing new materials. Next is bimetallic parts, that is, if we are going to manufacture any part or component with two metals, so if the any model is combination of two metals, then we can also use additive manufacturing method for manufacturing. So in our previous classes we also studied bimetallic strip, experiment on bimetallic strip. So like that, we if we are intended to manufacture any metals or components having two metals, we can use additive manufacturing method. Even additive manufacturing method can be used for trimetallic components also. That is, any component consisting of three metals, we can also use additive manufacturing for that. Next is remanufacturing, that is, if any parts are broken, we can use that part, we can melt it, and again we can you manufacture or remold the product to new product. So that is remanufacturing, manufacturing again the broken or unwanted parts. So these are all the various applications of additive manufacturing. So here they have shown one application in medical field. This figure shows CT scan, that is computerized tomography scanner, and in that scanner usually it is used for scanning skull and brain related uh, components. That is, the CT scan is used for scan brain or any skull related applications. So in right side figure they are showing that skull and bone, it is manufactured by using additive manufacturing method. So you can see in right side figure the skull or sliced skull. So the skull is completely manufactured by three-dimensional it is a three-dimensional model, and it is manufactured by using additive manufacturing method. That is, first they will take the CT scan of a person, live person, and the machine, it will scan the head part of the person, and it will manufacture a skull exactly similar to that of the person who have scanned. So we will get the real skull and other support components of a person whose head was scanned. So like this, various applications are there in additive manufacturing method. We have shown one live example here. So there are many applications. Thank you guys.